Hello everybody, happy Friday. Alexis here with Haute Modesty. Today I am doing a natural look using just Bobbi Brown Cosmetics. So if you're interested in this look, please stay tuned. Today we're going to work with Bobbi Brown. I love the brand. It's not the only brand I use, but it is a brand that I use a lot and I do lean towards. And I like the simplicity of the line and also the variety that it affords. I'll show you the cosmetics that I will be using today, but I'm also show you a couple of things that I'm not using today, but I do use. And today I'm going to go ahead as far as the foundation. I will be using the Stick Foundation by Bobbi Brown. And this is in tone N052. And also, depending on our environment and how muggy it is or how hot or cold it is, I tend to go back and forth with her foundation. I also use her Intensive Skin Serum Foundation, which is like this. And I tend to use this more on a drier days, like in the winter time, but this is also so luxurious, so beautiful. And if you like the dewy look, this is for you, and especially if your skin is dry. But it doesn't slip. That's the greatest thing. Sometimes when I look for dewy foundations, they tend to slip, but Bobbi Brown does a real good job formulating her things, and it's beautiful too, her cosmetics. Okay, aside from that, as far as eyeshadow, I will be using a stick eyeshadow, a cream eyeshadow, and here is one of the dual that I will be using. One is Dusty Rose, and let's see, what is the other one called? That one is called Muted Pink. So, or Malted Pink, sorry, Malted Pink. So the Malted Pink actually is the matte, and the Dusty Rose is the frost, okay? And it's going to be a simple look today to look natural. And also I will be, let me see, bringing in her palette as well. Her palette, because I do like to add a little dimension to my shadow, and I don't have anything that's quite light. I'm ordering it actually a little bit more pearlescence for the inside of my eyelids, but this is what I'll be using as well. And this is a palette that I received a while back. I'm gonna say this is not a new palette, but they do still sell them. It's a popular palette. So here it is, and these are the colors. And I will also be using her blush here, and her highlighter here, and also her contour. And as far as the eyeshadow, I will probably be using this tone here. And let's see, what is that tone called? I want to give you the right name. Pink Marble, and it's a metallic eyeshadow is what she considers. And then the highlighting powder is called Halo, and the illuminating bronzing powder is called BELIZE, and a golden light bronzing powder is called Golden Light. So great. And so, and we'll also be using, of course, her lip gloss, and this is in Petal. There it is. These are very nice. Okay. And oh, and the lip liner will be Pink Mauve. There it is. And you'll see it on me, so I'm not going to swatch it on my hands or anything since I'm going to go ahead and put it on. And the other thing I did was, I'm really picky about primers. I don't typically use a lot of primers. I don't use eye primers, but I did put on the Vitamin Rich Face Base by Bobbi Brown. It actually came as a sample. I don't spend money on primers, like I said. But I did use this today, and it comes like this in a jar. And it was a sample, and so I said, you know, why not? So I gone ahead and used it. So let's see how that works. I think that's it. And anything else that I'm going to be using along the way, I will go ahead and tell you about it. And so first oops, sorry about that. First thing I like to do is actually, I just get the water, and I just, with my sponge, and you can use any kind of water that you want. And okay, here we go. And what I like to do is just, it is a little difficult. I don't typically put makeup on with that, you know, my headscarf, but of course, since I'm doing it this way, I'm gonna have to. And look at this My cat ran across my face last night. Can you see that? Oh my. So yeah, she scratched me. Okay, so what I just do is I kind of put it all over the place like this, making sure that I get under my nose, which tends to, no rhyme or reason. Okay, start like that. Okay, since I don't have, you know what, one thing I don't have that I normally do use is the, not contour, but the concealer. I don't have one by her, and I said I would do this, you know, look just using her stuff, so sorry. And so what I did is I just quickly tap this in. Watch me under the light, so keep me in your sight, 'cause I can do this all night. You can call it what you want, I got something else in mind. Oh, if it's you I've been waiting for, I better make you worth my time. Okay, I think I got that part okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird that I don't have a concealer, so you know, I will have to kind of get this under there. I normally don't press this so close to the, towards my eyes, because I kind of reserve that for my concealer. The reason why I don't have a concealer with Bobbi Brown, because I'm, another thing, very particular about my concealer, and I only use a couple of other types, and one of the ones, believe it or not, that works the best for me is this eraser by Maybelline, I believe this is. Let me look, I don't want to tell you a lie here. It's called the Instant Age Rewind Effacer Corrector Multi-Use, and it is by Maybelline. And so this is what I usually use. As you notice, you know, I'm almost empty, and this is not my first bottle. And the other one that I do use is a MAC 24. This works really well as well. It depends. This is for when I use the Maybelline when I'm using any kind of a liquid foundation, and this is used with like today I will be using this one. And I find that these don't crease, and I have many of them, many different concealers. I don't know, I can't find that word today. I have one by It, I have Born This Way, and I have many more. I have NARS, but I think the two that work the best for me in these conditions are the Maybelline and also the MAC. And okay, so next what I need to do is I need to do my eyebrows. And again, I do not have a pencil by Bobbi Brown that I can do my eyebrows. So what should I do? You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and since it's just a pencil, I'm gonna go ahead and use another brand. And this one is actually, let's see, it's called Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit. I think everybody must know about this one because it's so popular. And for me, this is the easiest one to use. It comes with this little spoolie. You know, I just brush it up. And then I just use this piece. And also, when I put these on, I make a mess on myself. So what I do is I grab a puff, put it here, and just... Watch me under the light, so keep me in your sight, 'cause I can do this all night. You can call it what you want, I got something else in mind. Oh, if it's you I've been waiting for, I better make you worth my time. So don't you pay them. Okay, well, not bad. I'm surprised I get that. Okay, and so, whoops, I just put the wrong cap on there. And that's that. And then another thing I do like to do is, this is by Anastasia, Beverly Hills. And that's just clear gel, just get it out of the way. Okay, now that we got that done. So what we're gonna do now is go into the eyeshadow. And this is actually very easy, very simple how I do this. And since there's not a whole lot of tutorials out there on using cream stick shadows, and I've looked for them, so I said, you know what, I think I'm gonna do that because, you know, there's not a whole lot out there, so this might help. And so what I do is I take the Malted Pink, which is the matte, and I just simply, I mean, this is like almost crazy, right, how I do this. And I just kind of paint here and make a line up to the underneath, like I'm drawing actually onto my bone here, contour bone, my eye socket bone. And what I do is have a brush ready and just wipe, wipe, wipe. And these dry pretty fast, not that fast, but fast enough where you need to really, you can't dawdle, you know, you can't put it on both eyes and then try to fix, you know, get to one after the other quickly enough. So I like to do this, and the good thing about this is once I put it on, it does not move. It does not move. So this is the great part about it. And so here we go. And let me do the other side. Okay. Okay. Okie dokie. And now that gives it that natural look. And then what I will do now is the other side. And this is a darker shade, right? This is the one that you would actually create your, if I have very hooded eyes, as you could tell. So what I would do is I would use this to kind of create that false crease, so that way it makes my lid space look bigger. And so what I do in this case is just right along, just very carefully, right on that brow bone, I mean that eye socket bone. And I will take another brush and just work this in like so. Just back and forth. And for me, I try to come this way instead of going so much this way, because otherwise I don't want it to run over here. And so I'm always working inward, as you can see. And then with cream especially, you need to work one direction initially until it starts to set. Then you can go in and just try to fix all that up. Okay, and here we go. And let's do the other side. Okay. It's just like writing with magic markers. Am I making a funny face? I probably am. This is why I haven't done these tutorials, because I look, you know, really funny when I do this. Okay. Okay, that's that. Okay. And I kind of tap this in just a little bit. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. And now, as I said, I like to really brighten up the inside of my eyes because I have really creased, crepey eyes. You know, this happens with age, unfortunately. And so if you can take a look what the colors look like. Okay, but you get the idea. And so that's where I like to come in now to kind of brighten the inside of my eyes. In which case, let's see. This will work. This is a Mauve brush. Yes, it's a Mauve brush. Let me tell you what it is. Wait a minute, I'm not supposed to be using it. Oh no, that's okay, it's a brush. You know what? Just to keep it consistent, like I said, I still haven't opened these brushes because I don't use these. I'll go ahead and use a Bobbi Brown brush. Just making sure that was a Bobbi Brown brush. Okay, so I will tap into this color. Okay, and just tap off the excess and just kind of tap it in to begin with. Just only in the half. You notice just only half, inner half. Okay, so that's not holding. So let's see. Here we go. That's better. That's better. Now the other side. You know, one thing I did notice though, these aren't as pigmented as the other palettes that she may have, and so I really had to dip in there. When I kind of dusted it off, it didn't hold. So here it is, and it looks a lot more sparkly because of this Hollywood lights I'm surrounded by, and so you know, it is what it is. So I will do this, and then go ahead and kind of go in there with it and blend this a little bit. Blend it out. Blend it out. Okay. Okie dokie. So, here it is so far. So, now what my next step would be is, oh, got something there. Oh, not good. See that? This is how I make a mess. Okay, when that happens, you just wipe that off. Reach again for your sponge. Ta-da! That's the beauty of not having any powder on, actually. Okay, so next, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and curl my eyebrows. Eyebrows? Curl my eyebrows. Let's curl my eyebrows. No, my eyelashes. Okay, and I do that because typically, you know, I've always wondered how people learn to do makeup. I learned to do makeup watching my mom. They didn't have such thing as YouTube and, you know, these cool things, tutorials. So I would watch my mom put on her makeup. And this is like so many years ago. My mother's gone now, but, you know, I think about that sometimes. And I still put on makeup in the order that she used to put on makeup. And she didn't wear a whole lot of makeup, only when she's going out, and I loved watching her. And so she would actually, I mean, didn't have curlers back then either. She made this contraption. My mother's Japanese, actually, and she was so creative in doing things and making things and out of kitchen tools to, I mean, make it really happen. She would heat this little appliance and then she would actually curl her eyes. I can't even remember how she did it. But before she even put on mascara, she would curl her eyes. And then before even she put on the eyeliner, or kohl is what she used to call it. And then she put the kohl on so that way it doesn't mess up her, you know, her eye makeup. So this is the reason why, okay, I do this before I put on an eyeliner. And, you know, people often ask, I mean, what is the order that you should put things on? There's really no order. I mean, it's up to you. If it works for you, do it the way you should. Nobody should tell you, well, you have to put this on first, or you have to put that on first, right? If it works for you, it works for you. Oh, and this is Bobbi Brown's waterproof mascara. And you know, I really don't like using waterproof things because you should let your eyelashes and everything breathe, right? But the problem is I pray 5 times a day, and each time we pray, we're required to wash your face, wash your feet, and, you know, several things like that, right? And so I have to have waterproof makeup. And that's another reason why I choose the kind of makeup that I choose, is because, you know, there's waterproof, a certain waterproofness to it. And so, yeah. And let's see. And by the way, people have asked me this before, is, are you ambidextrous? Which means I can use both hands. I actually am ambidextrous. And the thing is, when I was a child, I used to be left-handed. My father was left-handed. He is Scandinavian, and he is left-handed, but it was not acceptable to be left-handed in Japan. So my mother changed me to right hand, but I never lost the use of my left hand. And actually, in certain things like cutting food and things like that, I still reverse the order from what a right-hander might do. So, yeah, just a little bit of history here. Giving a history lesson of my life. Like you really care. Just get on with the makeup. Okay. So, as I was saying, I am using Bobbi Brown waterproof makeup, and it is called No Smudge Waterproof Mascara. And I'm looking to see if there's like a number. It's in black. And it says mascara waterproof longwear, and there's really no name, right? And the other waterproof mascara I usually use is MAC, and so I do use this too. So I go back and forth depending on you know, what it is that I'm doing. And also I promised you a look with all Bobbi Brown stuff, so I have to use Bobbi Brown. And so, and plus I'm feeling a little fancy on a Friday today. We're going dancing. No, we don't dance. So anyway, something good though, huh? Okay, so what is next? The next piece is we are going to contour. Oh, I don't have, okay, this is kind of a light contour, I forgot. And then I do have a Bobbi Brown little traveling contour with the cute little mirrors. Isn't that so cute? Guess what? These are all samples that she sends me when I buy stuff. And these are like full-size samples. They're so pretty. And the thing is, it lasts me forever. And so, you know, it is what it is. And so I'm going to go ahead and use my two-sided contour brush. And this is by Kat Von D. Oh, and she just recently changed her brand too. I don't think they call it Kat Von D. It's called a vegan brand or something weird like that. Whatever. So anyway, so when I put on contour, I only put it on a couple of places. And one of the things that I want to point out is when you put on contour and you don't want to drag your face down, sometimes people go up and down this way. I simply put contour right here. That's it. I don't come down any further than this. And a lot of times people come all the way down. What happens at that point is instead of lifting you here, as you notice, I don't know if you can see that, it kind of lifts you, lifts this part. If you keep going, it would drag your face down. So really important that you understand when you contour, just contour to whatever is, you know, advantageous, which is here, see, la 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 la. Okay, and then I go, this is probably getting my scarf all dirty, but it's okay. It's worth it for you guys. Oh, okay. And then, this is a difficult part. I don't want to get it all dirty, but okay, here we go. I just kind of tap a little bit here, as you notice. It's a little bit of brown, and you guys don't notice this as much, you know, when I'm wearing a scarf. And another thing I do is I actually go ahead and with whatever is left on a brush, which is a lot because I never wash this brush, like this. And you see anything you want to pull back, you want to darken. And I go like this. I don't come up, I go down. But again, technique is up to you. This is what works for me. This is what's been working for me for a while now. So, okay. And let's see, and a little bit here, a little bit here. Okay, okay, that'll work. Next, blush. So, you know, I also have a cream blush by Bobbi Brown, but I decided not to use the cream blush because I have this on, and then it's, for me to do this, it'll get my scarf all dirty, but it doesn't matter because you know why? I have a pretty, pretty, pretty blush right here. So, okay, let's do this. Okay, a little bit of MAC brush. This is a MAC angled blush brush. Say that 3 times. Oh, look, it's getting fuzzy. So I've been using this for too many years and washing it too many times. It's okay. It's worth it. Okay, here we go. La, 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 la. No, I don't normally do that. Okay, here we go. Ooh, okay. La 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 la. Okay, okay. Getting there, getting there. You know what? No matter how much makeup you put on your face, it never looks complete without a couple of things, which is eyebrows, and the other one is lips. You know, it's like it's never looks done, right? Look how washed out I look. But once I put that lips on, it'll be much better. So, okay, here we go. And how I put on actually the lip liner, like I was saying, this is pink mauve. And this, again, I think is a sample. So it seems like she sends me such good samples and I have it forever, so I keep using it. So what I do is I don't really overline my lips that much, very lightly. I don't even know if what I do is counts as overline. I'll let you guys decide, okay? So first I have to make my little, you know, define my lips. I make that V because otherwise I totally lose it and I have like lips. So I make a V. Okay, that gives me my guidance. And then so I come down. And here. Come down. And then what I do, here we go, like that. And then I actually color my whole lips because that way it allows my gloss to stay longer, but it's up to you. Okay, we got that much. Now what I want to do is I want to go ahead, oops, put that on the wrong side. Oop, there's no hole there. And I'll go ahead and put this on. And I did say it's called Petal. And I think this too, you know what? This I think she sent me as one of the gifts. None of this is actually, it's not sponsored, don't get me wrong. What I mean is when I buy so much cosmetics, she'll just send the samples, try this, try that, and I belong to the club. Anybody can join the Bobbi Brown club. You just have to make purchase through the line, you know, nothing special. So, okay, here we go. Oh, this is kind of minty. Oh, I wonder if this is one of those that I have to look. It is one that plumps you. There you go. I think we are finished. So what do you think? Complete look by Bobbi Brown. I hope you really enjoyed the tutorial today. And today is Friday, so happy Friday, everybody. Stay safe. Keep your mask on. I know you want to look gorgeous and you don't want to cover up that nice lips, but you know what? Right now, it is what it is. Please stay safe. And don't forget, never sweat the small stuff. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.